Hello and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things Weiss and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I'm going to be talking about the BCS 2022 date announcements as well as covering some of the prizes. Now, if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. As well as that, please make sure to check out my other social medias on Twitch, on Discord, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Those links are in the description below. But let's jump straight in. So a few days ago, we finally got an announcement regarding some extra BCS 2022 dates in North America, Latin America, or NALA, and also in Europe, or EU. So I'm going to go through some of those, including the Europe ones specifically, and actually talking about the events that I intend to go to, as well as my thoughts on the locations so far. So for the Americas, for the States, we have four dates for the States. We've got Houston, Texas on the 27th, 28th August. We've got Duluth, Georgia on the 3rd and 4th of September. We've got Rosemont, Illinois on the 17th and 18th of September. And we've got California on the 17th and 18th of December. And then we also have two dates for Canada, Toronto on the 1st and 2nd of October, and Vancouver on the 5th and 6th of November. Now, obviously being in the States, I'm not going to be there for those. I'm in Europe. So for those that are playing in the States, best of luck. Moving on to Europe, which doesn't start until the 17th and 18th of September in Germany. We've then got Spain on the 24th and 25th of September. We've then got UK, which is on the 22nd and 23rd of October. We've got Italy on the 5th and 6th of November, and we've got Belgium on the 12th or 13th of November, my birthday weekend, so I hope to go to Belgium. Now, something big for the UK event specifically, we're not in London anymore. We're not going to Darksphere. We are going to Leeds. And this is being held at the Royal Armouries Museum. So the venue space will be massive. It'll be really great. So like I mentioned in my BSF summary, Darksphere was fine and all. The problem was, it was underground, the ventilation wasn't the best, there was no external light source, it was rather cramped in general, and London is an expensive place to get to stay in accommodation wise. It's just not great in that sense. Whilst it's the most accessible place, probably in the UK, again, capital city makes sense, it just didn't make sense for the event of this sort of scale and this nature. If it was like a big store, then sure, in the sense of if it was like above ground with parking dedicated to it and things like that. But Darksphere's in a shopping mall, it just didn't work out, unfortunately, in the long run. And we got a lot of feedback from players and staff saying, please don't go to Darksphere again for BCS 2022. And I don't want to give Darksphere too much stick, because again, the staff were lovely and, you know, they accommodated as much as they could. It just isn't ideal for the type of event that we're running. So yeah, I'm really glad that Bushiroad / Blackfire actually listened to the feedback regarding the venue. And we're going to a venue that I don't think we've actually been to for Weiss ever. So I'm really excited for it. It's only about an hour and a half away from where I live. So it's actually pretty close for me. I can pretty much just drive up there. I'll probably sleep in the car, knowing me, and save a bit of money. Yeah, it'll be really cool. I'm really looking forward to a new venue. I've only ever played or been to BCS's in Huddersfield when that was at IQ Games, when that was around, and then Darksphere. So I've not been to another event for Weiss. So I'm really looking forward to this. Now, in terms of me and attending these events, I hope to attend Spain, UK, and Belgium for judging purposes. And do I think I'll play in a BCS this year? I don't know. I think there will be more Europe events and Europe locations announced, purely because BSF had 7 or 8 different venues. So the fact there's only 5 so far for Europe is quite low. I'd be very, very interested to see whether there'll be multiple for UK, because UK is a big area for the Vanguard and for Weiss. So will there be multiple in the UK? Maybe. There might be one in Wales. There might be one up in Scotland. There could be. I doubt it, but I think it'd be really cool. But again, at the moment, we haven't seen Portugal on there. We've not seen France. I've not seen Netherlands. And I'm surprised about Netherlands because, again, you've got the likes of ENTCG and their crew there. And you've got a big Weiss and a big competitive Weiss scene in the Netherlands. Hungary's not here, which it was for BSF. So there are definitely some venues that or some countries that haven't got BSF yet. And I think they should/will, but we'll see what happens. At the moment in time though, for Asia Oceania or for AO, there are no location announcements yet. I would expect there to be Singapore, Malaysia, 2 in Australia, maybe 3, because Australia is a big country. But at the moment, there is no announcements for AO, so I'm a little concerned at how long that's taking, especially that, you know, Bushiroad Singapore, they're in Asia Oceania, so why has that taken so long? But there must be reasons, and I have every faith in Bushiroad to try and get that sorted, but I hope they get it done sooner rather than later. And at the moment, there is still no announcement regarding the World Finals or where they're going to be held and what date. But again, as soon as I find out, I'll be posting it on my Twitter and I'll be making an update video to this. So make sure you subscribe and check out my Twitter and follow along there. Moving on to some of the prizes that have already been announced. Now, I know this has been a while and I'm a bit late on this, and apologies, but we've already had some participation prizes, but we've not had all of them announced. So I'm really excited to see some of the later ones. So first things first, the partition prize is the standby from Danmachi, or is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? The little lewd, it's stamped, it's gonna sell for money. And they've also announced the champion promo, which is actually the special person Hina from Tokyo Revengers, which actually looks really cool. Big thing I appreciate for this is that they've actually used like the SSP style where they've got rid of the wings at the bottom. It looks so good. Yeah. And as always, the winner, the champion of every BCS will get a sponsored invite to the World Finals, wherever they will be. Second and third will also get a trophy now, apparently. You get a first place trophy and a second and third place trophy, which before it was just medals. So trophies, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm glad to see those. There is also confirmation on the prizes that there will be a top 8 playmat. Now that is different because at the end of the day, when it came to BSF, there was no top 4 playmat, which has historically been the case. So the fact that top 8 playmats are coming back for BCS, it's great and I love it. Again, I've still got my top 8 playmat and I've got the world playmat. I know it's awesome. Like the Batman one was really nice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this one. What set will they do the top 8 for? Will it be Hololive? Will it be Tokyo Revengers? Will it be Attack on Titan final season? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It'd be kind of cool if it's Attack on Titan. That would look sick. And that's it for the prizes. Now, I know for BCSs in the past, the event organizer tends to do some form of raffle as well that any player can win, which is pretty cool. Hopefully, especially in Europe, they'll actually do that for BCS. It'll look really good. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing what happens, and I'm really hyped for BCS. I'm so glad it's back. I love BSF. Team format, it's not for me personally. I don't mind team format. It's good fun, and it definitely comes across as a more casual competitive tournament, whereas BCS is the competitive tournament of the year for Bushiroad events, for Vanguard and for Weiss. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how people perform. I'm seeing what weird deck techs people will be playing. I'm looking forward to seeing what meta comes through. Will Mushoku Tensei still hold supreme, or will you see the likes of quintessential quintuplets when their new set comes out? Will we see Danmachi see a lot more representation? Will we see Hololive now that Canada Marine is a thing and people have figured this deck out? I don't know, and I'm excited to see what people are going to play. Will we see a random rogue deck? Will we see Frederica come through the ranks? Will we see the likes of 8 Wins Sword Art Online? Will we see, I don't know, Badgie Tokyo Revengers? I don't know. I'm really looking forward, and I hope you are too. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure you consider subscribing to the channel to support me. And as well as that, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. And again, check out my other socials in the description below. But thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!